Hi everyone! This training will take you through how to identify residents of concern. As an RA, you will encounter some situations where a student may be considered to be a resident of concern. A resident of concern can mean a number of things, including someone who is struggling with homesickness, substance abuse, or even suicidal ideation. This presentation will take you through some of the warning signs for issues that students may be dealing with and some ways to handle such situations. Most students identify homesickness as something they struggle with. The best ways to help students move through this difficult time are to encourage campus involvement, build relationships with other students, and create a routine that helps keep them busy throughout the day. Many students struggle with depression. In fact, 1/3 of college students have identified difficulty while at school due to depression. During your training at Michigan Tech, you will go through an in-person training called Mental Health First Aid, which will take you through what to do to help students with depression and other mental health concerns. If you start to notice a resident exhibiting any of the signs on this list, they may be dealing with depression. Suicide and suicidal ideation are common on a college campus. While suicide can be a difficult topic to discuss, it's important that RAs know how to help in a mental health crisis. QPR training and mental health first aid will go more in depth with what to do, but it is important to know that you should always call the pro staff on call if you think someone is having thoughts of suicide. Try to have supportive conversations with the student and use your QPR training techniques until a professional staff member can join you to assist. There are many things students can be anxious about. Academics, social life, and family are just a few of the anxiety-inducing things that students could be dealing with. In a 2013 study, almost half of the students surveyed, over 150 colleges and universities, reported feeling overwhelmingly anxious. Eating disorders are also common among college students. If you know of a resident who is struggling with an eating disorder, find a private way to suggest counseling to them. Being supportive of their well-being and checking in with them regularly are crucial. Alcohol is prominent on a college campus. 4 out of 5 students report consuming alcohol and 50% binge drink. Check in on residents you think may have an issue with binge drinking and be sure to encourage healthy habits to residents. College is a time when students are developing their identity and finding out who they are. As an RA, your task is to cultivate a community where students feel like they can belong. Offering your support as they explore their identities is crucial to ensuring that those students feel like they belong in their house and on campus. When you need to approach students who might need assistance, be sure to be open-minded and judgment-free, refrain from critical language or shaming, practice active listening, let them know you are not confidential but a private resource, and contact your residence education coordinator or pro staff on call if you need help. You cannot drink from an empty cup. In other words, you cannot help others unless you are helping yourself. I want you to think about how you can take care of yourself and what you can do to ensuring you are practicing self-care. Make a list of things that make you feel good and commit to implementing them into your week. There are multiple resources that students can utilize on campus, like counseling services, the Water Center, Student Disability Services, and CDIs. One on-campus resource, the Ombuds Office, can help students that feel that they have been discriminated against. This office is a confidential resource and an independent and impartial office. Students can contact Susanna Peters with any questions or concerns. There are also multiple off-campus resources listed here that you can utilize to assist residents with whatever situation they find themselves in. Finally, there are national resources that are available to help you no matter where you are in the country. They can help you or your residents if you would rather seek help outside of the Houghton area. If you start noticing that a resident is exhibiting odd behavior or has a change in their behavior, someone is not feeling well, someone tells you about a resident who is struggling, or a resident confides in you or asks for help with something serious, you should write a concern report. Concern reports for your RA position are written through the form on RoomPact, and if you think a report is needed, then write it. Your REC would rather get a concern report for something that ends up being nothing more than a few bad days than getting a call for something serious that we could have helped out with sooner. Unlike an incident report, you don't have to tell a resident if you're writing a concern report. To recap, check in with your residents and write concern reports if you think you need to. If a situation becomes serious, call the pro staff on call. Make sure to refer students to resources and help them find any resources they may need. If you have any questions about anything from this video, please contact your REC or another pro staff member.